Polar satellites are moving around the Earth and they are very close to Earth, and their direction as appear by the name pole to pole. This is North Pole, this is South Pole. Suppose North Pole and South Pole. This is equator. So the satellite which is going above the equator, that was geostationary, approximately 36,000 kilometers above the Earth. The polar satellites are moving in this direction, North Pole to South Pole, and they are very close to Earth. If they are close to Earth, then their time period has to be short. We have seen very close to Earth is 84 minutes. A little away will be 2 hours, 3 hours, like that. So polar satellites are close to Earth, moving pole to pole. So this way. Now what happens here? The Earth is rotating west to east this way. We have a satellite going here like this. If a satellite is going here and it has a camera towards the Earth, it will take the photograph. That photograph, which area will appear in that photograph? Answer is, this area will appear in the photograph. This area will appear in the photograph. Why it is a little oblong? Answer is, it was here, taken the photograph of this, then it came here, taken the photograph of it. But by the time it has come here, Earth has moved a little. Then it come here, Earth has moved a little, and that portion has gone here. It has come here, Earth has moved little. It has come here, Earth has moved a little, and it has come here, Earth has moved little. So the photograph it has taken, it is not of this straight line. It has taken a photograph of this patch. This patch. Okay? So, fine, no problem. Now it goes from the other side and then reappear for the second round. In the second round, it will take the photograph of next patch. This. After that, it will come for the third round, take the photograph of the third strip, fourth strip, fifth strip, and like that it will go on taking photograph of the complete Earth. But it is moving always pole to pole. Then how it can take the photograph of the complete Earth? Answer is, it is moving like this, but Earth itself is turning like this. First time, this is the photograph. Second time, this is the photograph. Third time, this is the photograph. Fourth time, this is the photograph. In this way, the photograph of the complete Earth is taken. This job cannot be done by geostationary, because if it has a camera, it will take a photograph only one place, because it's not moving with respect to Earth. That it cannot take. So if we want to make a surveillance, if we want to make a survey of the various places of the Earth, how the changes are taking place, what we need is a polar satellite. For any surveillance, for any other jobs, for any studies, we need polar satellites. And they are closer by, so their photographs are much better. Here. So there are so many fields we are going to use these photographs for. 2 to 6 hours. It can take photographs of complete Earth in shape of strip, used for surveillance, defense, agriculture, environment, forest studies, zoology, and all other changes. The uses are tremendous. If there is uranium deposits somewhere inside the surface, it can sense it. It has a sensor like that. All over the earth, it can find out where are the deposits of uranium. Similarly, how is the agriculture going on? How much the earth is green, how much it is grey, how much water is there, how many water loggings are there, at which place there is tsunami coming up. And all these things, earth as a whole is under observation with help of these satellites. That's why they are so important. So these are the two types of satellites, and technically they are different. One is focused at one place, used for communication. Other one is taking round of the earth, surveilling the earth at each and every point for any type of use. So these are polar, that was geostationary. And all these are due to gravitational force of the earth. That's why we are studying in gravitation. And with this, we close this chapter of gravitation. Thank you.